Hey everybody, Rodman here. Thanks for tuning in to Kenshi, Birth of a Hive. A recap of the rules and goals are here. And let's get going. So, what happened last episode? I would say the big thing that happened was I left a bunch of sleeping bags behind. Of course I did, right? Of course I did. Alright, so I'm going to get Cash in to start to create sleeping bags at home. I'm just going to have him repeat that process ad infinitum. And then I think what I'll do is I am going to not waste too much time, because I do believe we've got all the equipment we need to get to where we want to go. We still have people that have their masks on them, but that's fine. That's not that big of a deal. All right, we're going to follow Deadhive, and we are going to head to the Skin Bandits. I'll just let you know right off the bat exactly where we're going. Now that I've done a save and load, Klein here should in fact be able to eat out of the trough, and I no longer have to run risk of him, starving. Hang on one second. Let me just grab the beds that exist, because I will nearly be topped up. Right, so now, really? Move the whole stack. Alright, so now I have 13. I only need 7 more. That is not too much to purchase. I'm way to where I want to go. Alright, Caravan should still be hanging out with the Armor King. My armor is the greatest. Well, if it's the greatest, give me something to buy, buddy, because it's not the greatest. You retrieve them from the Ashlands? Yeah, no, you didn't. You modified them yourself. He is full of fun lies, I guess, is really what they are. Alright, so we do have Dazik sitting around still. I think at this point, Dazik, let's have you continue to haul, because Klein is attempting to follow you. Where is Klein anyway? He's stuck somewhere, yeah. I mean, you really wouldn't be a Leviathan if you didn't get stuck everywhere. Alright, so Kashian's making some spare beds, so if I ever leave them behind, I can, I can quickly replace them. Let's see about armor. It's been a little while. We have got a ton of change shirts. Some of these are the proper masterwork grade. Some are not. Now, a lot of this stuff that I've got in the base here could probably go in its respective storage. We'll do that. Let's just have a Garu. I'm not exactly sure what ended up happening of that revenge attack. I don't know. Sort of curious about where it went or what happened to them. But the Southern Hive is probably, with the Hive expanded faction, or mod installed, is the strongest faction. So, well, either us or them. Either it's the Iron Hive or the Southern Hive. I don't know which. I do know one. One of the two. Alright, Mr. Garu. Let's grab the Masterworks so we don't accidentally sell them or whatever. Okay, I do believe I do have all of them. And let's store them into our armor storage. Now, another thing I need to do is keepers. Let's have Talon do it because he's fast. Talon, I'm going to need you to grab some food and feed our Praetorians. I don't think that we are going to be able to recruit the Praetorians. I think that the mod that normally allows you to do it, well, A, it doesn't work, and B, it probably hasn't been updated to work. Camel spider, I am just going to let you relax. A concept you may not know anything about. But, so we have soldier plates at the bottom. Here's some heavy plate. We've got plenty of the black and hide chain shirts. And then pants, which I'm going to have problems janging them in some sort of organized way. Why are pants above the armor? I don't know. But yeah, that's a pretty nice set of spare stuff. Alright, let's just dump the helmet. So we do have a Masterwork dust coat. I'm sort of curious. Most of our crossbows aren't going to need that, which is actually pretty good. Alright, the next thing I want to do, Camel Spider, let's get rid of this job. You could just hang out. I think you've been making leather armor this whole time, and I've not paid too much attention to it, so I'm a little frightened about what I'm about to see. Alright, Taildiv, you keep on trekking. Yes, that is exactly what I thought I was going to see. So, let's grab the Masterworks out of here as quickly as we are able. And we definitely don't need to make any more of these. We are topped up. Okay. Yeah, what bottlenecked Camel Spider was the fact that storage literally topped out. Which is a good way to make sure that you don't make, like, an infinity of them. So all of these are for the crossbows. I'll have to consort the spreadsheet. Oh, the holy spreadsheet. To see who needs a shirt. Alright, Garu, your job is done. You're literally just a mule. Or in this case, a Garu, I guess. Put that last one away. Now, Kashian is making our beds out of the fabrics. Meat pants still hemp and cottoning. Camel Spider, where'd you end up going? Klein, are you stuck again? You probably are. Well, you are really running free. Camel Spider, I'm going to have you make some fabrics. So, haul to fabric chest. 1, 2, 3, 4. And haul to the looms. Because we've got maxed out hemp and cotton. So we might as well make some fabrics and get 1,000 fabrics or something like that. What else? Next up would be Talon. I'm sure he ran back to... Oh, no, he did not. Well, excuse me. I really thought Talon would have ran back to the front. Feeding our prisoners in case there is an off chance of being able to recruit them. They don't seem to be talking to me at all. At all. I'm sort of curious. If I unlock those crates, they'd cease to exist pretty soon. The West Hive doesn't really... It isn't a thing anymore, so... Alright, Snowy. You are going to make your last black and hide chain shirt. Hendrik, you are done. And Resnick... You are done. We might need more sometime in the future. But for now, I'm able to say with complete and utter certainty that we do not need anymore now. We've got more old world bows. Yeah, our industry is pretty all set up. It's matured. To the point where there's really not much that we need to procure or craft. I don't think this has... Oh, no, it's different. It just looks identical. All right. So, what I wanted to do is head down to the Skin Banditos. These Skin Bandits. They are definitely worth fighting. There's a little bit, very little, but a little bit of unique technology to be had when you defeat / invade them. Oh, some people got stuck swimming. Yeah, every now and then when you have the speed acceleration really high, you're able to like just teleport through puddles and narrow rivers. Always long for that. Alright, I might need to manually control Deadhive, though. Seems to be taking the splash in every puddle route. But maybe I'm wrong. So one of the things I wanted to do before we get to where we're going is to try to purchase the 7 bedrolls, or really any amount that we're able. 13 bedrolls is enough to give a lot of our guys rest when they need it. So I think the reason why I'm going with the crew I have now, this is going to be a fight hard enough that it's going to require sort of the, let's call them the veterans of our group, or at least the well-geared, well-armored soldiers of our group. That this is no place for new people. I'm just making sure that, not that I would be able to do anything about it, but that they all have the proper masterwork grade. The shirts were kind of the last thing to ever get upgraded. And if everybody in the swarm has shirts, I've done my homework. Yeah. Oh, pukes, you too. Yep, my homework is done. They're all masterwork. Guess I could have checked the spreadsheet, but sometimes it's nice to confirm that the spreadsheet and the in-game says the same thing. Who are you? Ooh, you're probably Crawl. Yeah, Crawl's chosen. I don't need to derail my caravan here to go after a few wannabe 100 Guardian. They do have a travel shop here, so there's a off chance that I'll be able to buy what I'm looking for. I'm not going to hold my breath, but you never know. Who's the... Oh, what the... Yeah, they're really getting overrun by fog up in here. Hi. Hi, guy. 3 more. All right, so up to 16. I think we're playing whack-a-mole with some fogmen. Yeah, one of the problems of defeating the Western Hive and the Holy Nation is all of their colonies do border the fog, and now it's all just fog territory. It's crazy to me that this close to Okryn's Pride, you do get fog. It's pretty far outside the fog. But I suppose, you know, if you eliminate a predator, the prey will spread. And the Holy Nation definitely could easily go toe-to-toe with fog patrols. I mean, the fog in this game are not tough. They're some of the easiest, weakest, you know, they're just Hungry Bandits 2.0. Until you run into fog heavies. Fog heavies and fog soldiers, that's a different matter. But most of the fog are just puny, unarmored, poorly geared cannon fodder. They're red shirts. They just don't know it. Alright, don't believe I'm going to find any bedrolls here. I will quick check to the bar, but like, I'd be surprised if I do find any. Most barmen don't. Nope. And this one is no exception. Way stations might. So yeah, I really, upcoming events, Western Hive, Revenge Assault. Yeah, I really am not sure what, where, when. I don't know any of those words about where, like, I just don't know what happened. I saw a big red dot. I was racing the big red dot. And then the big red dot went poof. It's like, as soon as they entered my map tile, they ceased to exist. Really? You guys? Okay, fine. We will fight. Cool. Yes. You put up a fight. I bet half of you are, no. Well, yeah, about half are dead. Or playing dead. Well done, guys. You solved the how to not be hungry anymore quiz. Puzzle. Unfortunately, the solution was death. Alright, so we've crossed the river. And let's head to the border station way, or border zone way station. In hopes of finding some additional sleeping bags. Where we are headed, we are going to need them. And we're going to need to very carefully protect our sleeping. So, well, I guess I'll show you when I get there. If you know what's going on, if you know where I'm headed and you understand what's at stake, you'll know that it is no easy task. It's probably around the difficulty of taking on the Western Hive with the Hive's Expanded mod. As far as bandit groups go, I would say that this is the most challenging group of bandits that exists in Kenshi. Unless I'm overlooking someone. Which, it could be. It could be. I could be forgetting about a different group of bandits, but I do believe these are the toughest. At this point, I don't even know why I check the blueprints, but I do. My thirst for knowledge. Oh, they even have a robotics workshop here? I'll be darned. They don't have any bedrolls, but, you know, that's okay. Plop, and here's the world state checker. Let's see about the robotics workshop. And okay, they do have a repair bed. Neat. Let's see if anyone needs it. No, I left home pretty well provisioned and repaired. So, Flats Lagoon might have some more sleeping bags. I'm not that worried. I'm just hitting up every point of interest between, you know, my start point and my end point. So we want to be heading about here. So Flats Lagoon is on the way. Spring is a little out of the way. It looks like it's on the way, but it's tucked up way up in the mountains. So it takes a very long time. It's ridiculous to even get there. Alright, Mr. Caravan. He follows me. Did he just call me a thief? Look, man, I am your best, and quite honestly, as far as I can tell, your only customer. So don't call me a thief. Alright, how about that in case I want to dress someone up like a, Okay, yeah, you told me this. Man, you have a broken brain. In case I want to dress someone up like a United Cities samurai. Because the samurai are long dead at this point. There's some samurai, Ooh, Band of Bones. Well, sure. I mean, who would I be to deny you a swift death? Are you even going to make it to me, or are you just going to get crossed? No, one made it. One made it. On our travels, we got to hone our skills. More Band of Bones. Man, their hit on Pillar, for instance, was like... Beep wins. Yeah, Beep does win. Very inconsequential damage. Well, the Land of Oases. It's funny to see this much water and so little foliage. And grasses and... I don't know. That water must be acidic or something. Alkaline, maybe. For nothing to be growing. Alright, here we are in the Land of Lasers. Just about. So you gotta be careful not to go north. That's honestly probably the closest the Queen's ever come to actually dying. It's not been an enemy. It's been a... Oh, God. Speaking of which, get away! It's been lasers from the sky. Because, you know, like, that's just totally a thing. It's like the Death Star is parked, sneezing on our dear little group. So, I'm going to manually take over here and steer these guys sort of the quickest route to the lagoon. So the Flats Lagoon is a... I've been here before, but it's a tech hunter town that has... You know, it has some of the nicer gear that you can find. So if you are playing in your own series and you're looking for weapons and armor, and this is somewhere to check. For blueprints, I bet I only find high grade here at best, though. Maybe specialist. Yeah, there's some samurai high grade. They have a bunch of drifters leathers. Yeah. High grade is pretty much the cap for that store. This is a hat shop. So, yep, not going to find much there. The inn. Travel and repairs. That's, if there is sleeping bags, they'll probably be in here. Yep, there they are. And then I'm also going to buy the Thief's Backpacks for carrying, if I need it. They have engineering research, but I'm not going to buy it. I don't need any more. We've ridiculous amount. Alright, well, we'll be on our way. I now, for the first time in a long time, have a full complement of backpacks. One could make the argument I should go up to 21, because boops would maybe need to rest, but that takes up a whole nother slot, inventory slot, so I think it's best that we don't. So as you can see, I'm heading hard east first rather than south. I don't want to go into the Southern Hive territory and get embroiled in that. I don't want to be wounded heading into where I'm headed to. Speaking of which, everybody. Oh, no, Droiden, you got lasered. Let's patch him up. I didn't realize he'd been lasered. He says, I'll be okay, but you know, that looks like a hurt. Yeah, it was very careful not to pick anyone that has acid susceptibility in this group. Okay, we're on the Mountain of Spring. So just a reminder of what's up here. It is Tin Fist. And, oh, so, you know, I said I didn't want to run into the Southern Hive? Well, here they are. Drone Guard Heavies. I mean, I suppose I could do a rest at spring if I needed to. So these guys, especially the Drum Guard heavies, they are some tough dudes. So if you take a look, they have high grade everything. You know, they're not pushovers. When I say that I think they're probably the strongest faction in the game, I'm not kidding. With that said, this was not a very large patrol, and I took them by surprise. Well, not so much surprise, but I took them while they weren't looking. But if you take a look at Pillar, for instance, Pillar, his chest almost got torn open. Same with Delirius's. Jordan's wounds were from lasers, so that doesn't... I can't accredit the Southern drone Hive for that damage. Alright, I'm probably not going to go up to spring. What is in this outpost? I don't recall. I don't have my... I don't usually keep a Kenshi map open. This is mostly from memory. Who's lagging behind? Jordan? Because of melted legs? Yeah, let's fix that. Okay, they're splinted up now. Whoa! What the heck? Oh, a sniper bot. Cheeky little sniper bot. No rebooting for you. Using a shoddy Eagle Cross. I was wondering what triggered my guys to just bolt. So that was pretty extreme. Alright, head to the outpost. So, we're back in the land of Leviathans. Just the southern versions. And that Leviathan is grewing at me, which means it's pissed. If you pay attention to... So this is outpost storage. If you pay attention to the noises that like Garu and Leviathans make, generally speaking, Garu are pretty passive. They're not hostile creatures. But if you do happen to pass by one and it kind of growls at you, it's time to get out of the way because the whole pack is about to turn on you. So, some security spiders. I'd very much like to... Oh, wow, they died super fast. Have a nice roof over my head. Hello? What were you targeting? So if I wanted to rest... Here seems to be a pretty nice place. So let's see if we can't make camp. Three beds should be enough. Let's try not to leave them behind this time. Oh, delirious. There you go. Alright, just getting patched up. Making sure we are A-okay. Plus, it wouldn't hurt to poke around here, I guess. Trading out of range. Usually when trading's out of range and you're standing this close to the people, or in this case, animal that you want to trade with, it means there's hostiles around. Your trade range decreases a lot when there's hostiles nearby. Presumably so you can't just, like, telepathically send like meds and stuff. MK3 blades. That'd be a nice find if I was poor and ungeared. So it wasn't that tough to get in here. Masterwork armor, but it's sleeveless. Oh, we've got some of the ancient Nutri rations. These are pretty rare. I'll grab them for myself. As you saw, they have a lot of nutrition for they're just like a ration pack, but you know, hundreds of years old or thousands potentially. All right, downstairs. Boops, you do indeed have 20 bags. You do. All right, bunch of fuel and skelly repair kits. Maybe I'll grab some fresh ones. Anyone that has robotic anything, I'll grab fresh ones because they're just sitting right here. Some books, but not the high science ones, kind of the low science. Oh, more food items. I don't have room for that, but hella does. And she ate one. Time for the vomit. Specialist old world bow. That's a pretty good bow. Some fresh meds. So let's get some. Oh, let's get some fresh meds here, splints and all. So Hella, you could use a splint kit. Green, are you a medic? No. Frenchie is though. Who else? Silvershade, you are 2. Green, you can carry a little bit. Yeah. I'm trying to make room so Silvershade can get a splint kit. Alright, that's pretty good. What was in here? Nothing. Well, not nothing, but nothing I want. Weapon display, more MK3, and a Edge 1 Jetay. Made by the Edge Walkers, which is kind of funny, because Jetays don't have an edge. I don't know why manufacturers that specialize in edged weapons would bother making a weapon that's literally just a... Whatever. Alright, enough rambling. Let's be on our way now that we are nicely re-provisioned. And we're discovering more ruins. This one, I don't believe is going to be a ruin that we loot. Yeah, it's just crumbly ruin. An old Tech Hunter Expeditions. I think there's... Well, this one's number 5. I forget how many there are, but here's 4 over here. There's the zone. Haven't actually fully loaded the zone yet. Before we do, let me check in on my caravan. Once this zone... Okay, this zone's formally loaded, because I don't want to load too many zones at once. That triggers crashing. Alright, this is most certainly a different armor offering, but... Not really seeing anything I want, so back over here. Okay, just did an autosave, that's good, in case I crash. I don't know why all of a sudden I'm worried about crashing. So we've got, what, black gorillas? You look like a black gorilla, but I can't click on you. They're tougher than their white West gorilla. All the animals down here are stronger and tougher. You get some... So this is just a weird patrol of iron spiders. What you can end up doing is you could find elder beak things and things like that. They're just a lot stronger than normal beak things. And this is what we wanted to come for. These are the creepy outposts. Really? I haven't gotten close enough yet? Alright, I'm not going to make camp yet. So, let's see if I can't find some of these guys. Yep, here they are. Very gross looking. They're essentially robots that have skinned people and are wearing their skins. They're the skin bandits. Because they're robots, they're tougher. Robots are very hard to kill. Or they can be. So what I want to do is not fight all at once, but pull some away from the group. Because there's a lot of enemies in here, just like when we went into the Western Hive. You don't want to fight all at once, because that's dreadful and tough. I haven't made camp. The other thing is the skin bandits are, of course, they're known for wanting to skin people and take their skins, right? So, you have to be very, very careful if you get knocked unconscious around them, because they will try to abduct you, and then they put you through something called a peeler machine, which is not a fun experience. That is... Oh, and you have some human skin. So I killed that one by, instead of taking its execute button, I took the CPU it had installed. These guys are having an interesting conversation. Alright, let's do that again. They even use clubs so that they're less likely to dismember their enemies in hopes that they get to abduct you and turn you into clothing. This is definitely some of the darker enemies of Kenshi. Okay, now they're all cussing. Okay, here it comes. We definitely poked the beast here, so I'm gonna. Oh no, they stopped. I don't want to play too conservatively because it's boring, right? I could be. Oops. I could be here all day, just tapping. But I want to get an okay, decent fight. I just don't want to be swarmed. So another thing is they're robots, right? So they're harder to deal with. And if you look at their stats are about equivalent as mine. Their weapons are not, but their stats are. So okay, boops. I'm gonna have you hold back. So the challenge here will just be to make sure to finish off all that I can, so we don't get a situation where they get back up. Little Terminators. I wonder if Terminator 1 and 2 was the inspiration for this. And these guys have their own sort of, for lack of a better term, religion. Wearing the skin bandit suit is sort of a ritualistic. I don't know why no one is meleeing. They're just standing around watching the crossbows go to work. There we are. Ooh, wow, there are some devastating hits there. Well, I think it was from Beep, and Beep has the Palicross, which is... He is the Meto Palicross, if I recall, which is probably the best weapon in the entire game to kill robots with. Because it does so much bonus robot damage. But it's also a big old sword, and he wants to be a big old swordsman, so it kind of fits his desires. Alright, so we do have some people that have taken not insignificant wounds. As you can see, we're just peeling them off. Well, no pun intended. One at a time. Ouch. See, yeah, that's exactly the crazy... I think, actually, that was friendly fire damage. But Beeps lodged himself into a tube and nearly lost... Well, not lost an arm, but had one look very bad. Alright, Green. You're not one of the medics. Frenchie. Gonna have you patch people up. Now, these guys think that they're human, which is why they have med kits and not repair kits. They're very, very confused robots. Alright, so camping. I don't think... Yeah, I'm going to need to place beds further away. There is also the possibility of patrols. So I'm going to place some beds here. And let's get everyone over here. I just want to top everyone up. One of the rules is the accidental, there's no limb removal. I don't know why Queen's not doing this automatically. Whoa, whoa, hello. They are coming. Alright, so this was probably, I either ticked them off or this is some sort of patrol. Orange Cast is down. I'm going to have to be very vigilant. In fact, Queen, I'm going to have you go out there and pick them up. Because we don't want you peeled. Alright, that's all of them. Okay, let's get these beds going so that we can get some recovery. So Silver Shade, you got chested. And I need to very, very vigilantly watch the sleepers. Because if these skin bandits get up and capture... This happened in my last Kenshi series, the Kenshi Ironman, where I had people that were abducted by these guys, and I had to do like a Hail Mary Leroy Jenkins into their headquarters to stop the skinning process. It was very bad. So I'm just rearranging their CPUs to get them killed. I suppose the execute button is maybe more efficient, but... Man, a pretty sizable number of them came to, this must have been a patrol. Whoa, we got some popping up. We got movement. Beep. Yeah, the fortunate thing is these guys can't really repair themselves. They don't know that they're not human. I don't know. I don't exactly remember the lore verbatim, but yeah, they do obviously have medkits. Okay. Healing. Louis. Into the bed. Boops. Let's have you spill out 5 more. Orange Chaos's head. Delirious' left arm. These guys do pack quite a punch. And they do blunt damage. So if you have armor that is particularly good against sharp, it's not going to help you all that much in this fight, because they don't do sharp attacks. Most of them. Alright, that is, I believe, everybody that needs to rest, because everybody that's up right now is fully rested. So when people top up, I'll get them to rejoin. Okay, we're almost good to go. Just Jordan and Delirious. Okay, Boops. Take a little bit of a risk and leave you here. Alright, I'm going to commit to a little bit larger of a fight by actually going in. And I'll just have to be careful. Oops, I don't want that. Be careful not to anger too many at once. Alright, these doors look open. Silvershade, you should not be taunting. Alright, Deadhive. I really hate when rooms don't load, because you don't know... Oh, haha! There you are, Savant. So Savant is wanted by only the United Cities, so... So, not someone I'm going to... not someone I'm going to claim the bounty on. Alright, so for whatever reason, Savant came out and went right back in. I don't blame him. He knew the execution squad was out here. Oof, these guys aren't even landing a hit. I almost feel bad. Except for their crazy flesh monsters, so, like, I don't feel that bad. Alright, Beeper. I'm gonna send in Beep, Jordan, and Rage to go fight Savant. Not you, Hella. So, yes, it is a little strange that their leader is a Scorchlander. That strangeness has not been lost on me. Clunk. Alright, Beep. Well, from one swordsman to another, Beep, congratulations. You are the better swordsman. So, one thing is that Savant has the skeleton Human Transformation Bible. It unlocks the peeler machine and the human skin suit. And then, of course, he has a Meito blade. So let's learn that. Now I can make a peeler machine. I don't think I ever will, but I am able. Queen, how about you get in here? Don't worry, this time I won't forget these sleeping bags. So Queen, you are going to... Actually, not Queen. Boops. Is someone rocking an Ondachi right now? Because I was hoping it... No, no one is. That's too bad. I was hoping to trade a 1-for-1. Like, here's an Ondachi. Alright, so he is right now unconscious. Boops takes his blade. Queen, you're going to pick him up. So, I think justice would be... You've been peeling people, I peel you back. So this is how the peeler machine works. You saw me do this with the paladin I summoned on the spawner island. Stop, please, he screams. So what's first going to happen is it's going to break his armor. His armor will... I don't want any of that. His armor is going to fall off of him. And all these clothing benches presumably was to make the skin suits. And then once his armor's gone... Oh, there we go. That's what I'm looking for. Ancient science books. And the human skin suit blueprint. Lovely. Nothing like... Well, that's just gross. Alright, so he's screaming, screaming, screaming. Also, you know, if you shouldn't be watching this, if you're too young to watch this, don't. So, as you can see, his armor's gone. His pants are gone. Once all the armor is broken, yep, alright. Now it's tearing off his limbs first. It's very efficient. Very efficient de-limbing machine. So, if you were playing and the rules weren't... Right now, my rules are I can't purposely lose limbs. But let's say you wanted to get robotic limbs because, honestly, unless you're swimming, they're just better than flesh ones. Peeler machines is a very efficient way, very safe way of removing limbs because what you can do is peel their limbs off and then replace them. So, for instance, now he's missing an arm and soon to be a leg and the other leg, and if I pulled him out of the right point right here, I don't know why it's not letting me set free. Okay, there we are. So now he's just a torso. So I'm going to first aid him up. Oh, did he just... Yeah, he bled out. Oh, well. Well, torso. That was about probably the darkest thing I've done so far in this series. But, you know, the dude had it coming. Alright, let's clean up the other skin bandits. So I got what I came for. I wanted to get all of the lovely, lovely research. Ooh, look at this group. This is going to be a fun fight. And I now know how to make skin suits. And it looks like these guys are literally incinerating each other. Rage is knocked out. So is Louis. As I did warn, this is no easy fight. They hit hard because they're not flesh and blood. They don't fatigue or bleed out like humans would. Robots are tough. Okay, Rage isn't out for too long. I'm not going to finish them all off, just some of them. Rage is already up. But, however, Rage does run the risk if he gets hit in the chest again it could be fatal. Because he's pretty beat up. So, let's get you... I'm a little disoriented. Over here. Anyone that has terrible wounds... Oh, Bluey lost a leg, actually. Green, you hold him. I suppose this is a good testament to how difficult this fight can be. Getting your leg literally bashed off by robots. Definitely shows the difficulty. And then, of course, we've got iron spiders and skin bandits going to town outside. Alright, speaking of legs, anyone that has wounded anything. Okay, so those are the wounded guys. No, robot, you're not bleeding, pissing blood. You dummy. Ouch. Frenchie does not want to be in the middle of that. Green. Actually, you're the only one that shouldn't do corpse disposal. Deadhive, I'm going to have you do it. Oh, I think it's because it's not my incinerator. Deadhive's just going to stand there. So never mind, put him down. Okay, there's a few other buildings I haven't cleared out. I do want to be a completionist here. And maybe even let the episode run a little bit longer in doing so. Hollow and Beep, you guys are good to return to service. Orange Chaos, you too. Oh, that is sort of locked. Oh no, it was just open. Hello, big swarmy skin bandits. Let's bring them outside where our weapons are superior. So this is very good training, providing we don't actually end up dead. It's a tough fight. Just periodically panning out, making sure the sleepers are okay. Hella, you're gonna have to pick up Hollow. Alright, let's get everybody over here and healed up. Jordan and Delirious, you guys are all sorts of crippled. Ouch. Yeah, Delirious's leg is, like, absolutely gone. Silver Shade, go pick him up. Alright, let's go rest up. There's still some more to clear out. I'm going to run this episode a little bit longer than normal, so that we can fully clear out these skin bandits. I hope you don't mind. All right, anyone that's healed up and ready to go. Oh, Jesus. All right, what they're trying to do here is abduct me at this point. He was going straight for Rage. Actually, Rage, you're full heal. You can just hop up. Same with you, Frenchie. And you, Deadhive. Alright, don't go anywhere. Stay here. Let's break these stupid machines that don't know that they're machines. And then go through my roster top to bottom, making sure that anyone that is hurt gets the care they need. So, healed. Oh. You should put him down. Delirious, yeah. You have almost no limb. Beep. Go at rest. Hollow, go rest. So 1 delimbing. No deaths so far. Okay, we're almost, most of us are almost all healed up. So we can go in for a second helping if we want it. There aren't the reason why I keep returning to the fight, there's really not a lot of very, very tough opponents in Kenshi. Oh wow, they're up and swarming again. It's like I never even killed their leader. That's scary. Now, there's no need for me to keep fighting them. Their leader's gone as soon as I leave the zone and come back. Actually, I'm not even sure if the skin bandits despawn that way. They might not. Some factions don't really disappear. You know, you kill the dust bandit, it doesn't get rid of dust bandits. It just gets rid of that leader. Alright, who are they fighting? Oh, southern hivers. Interesting. Well, this is getting a sort of a three-way spiciness to it. Alright, let's start executing them. Just so that I can feel like I've cleared them out. There's a lot of them. Attack! Man, their hits are just so brutal when they land. Because these mercenary clubs do a big old bashing of blunt damage. My armor is way better against sharp than blunt. If you look at a typical armor here, we've got blunt resist of 60, cut of 76. Plus their combat stats allow them to hit very, very hard. You know, their combat stats rival mine, so it's a tough fight, is all I'm trying to say. Okay, no, not yet, not yet. Let's get some healing. I'm just trying to keep them from, keep my own guys from pissing off all of them at once. I don't really want that, that challenge. so many of you. It's very difficult to keep track of all the injuries I have, which is why I keep falling back, because it would be very easy for someone to be at, like, one chest, and then get hit and just die. Like, just up and immediately die, and not having a lot of advance warning. Which is why I keep sending them back to regroup. And assess wounds. Alright. Time for a little bit more camping. Maybe I should make this into a two-part. I think we're actually pretty close to being able to clear, though. Alright, let's go through anyone that's hurt. Grab a bed. Oh, no, Louis. You should stay there. Yeah, Hollow and Delirious were close to catastrophe. Everybody's up. Everybody that is up should be healed except for Louis. Yep, that is true. Droiden, yeah, it's close enough. Alright, let's get going. Back in there. Man, it is the swarm that never ends. Some of them I've already fought before, like this one was already damaged. Could have been from the southern hive. I'm not certain it was me that damaged it, but I feel like it's quite the uphill battle. Alright, Vriss and Orange, Chaos, and Dale. Let's get you in here. Ouch. Ron just got friendly fired, I think. Doesn't happen often, but when it happens with overworld masterwork bows, oof, it hurts. It hurts a lot. So the real advantage here is really good combat training. Like, extraordinarily good combat training of fighting these things constantly. Alright, I'm just going to start using the execute buttons. It's just more efficient. You can see one of their patrols really going to town over there. I don't know who they're fighting exactly, but... Wait, come on, There we are. A lot of them are just dying. Because they don't actually have meds, or rather repair kits, any of these sort of grievous wounds we inflict, they have no ability to patch themselves up. So as you can see, there's a ton of just dying out robots over here. And there's, you know, they're just to be bled out. Oh, that one was quick. Someone's getting peeled up top. It is a southern... Okay, well, it's a drone guard, so, you know, I don't really care. Okay, was this him? Yeah. Well, looking pretty good. So one of the reasons why I wanted to clear is just to have access to, if they do have more ancient science books. I don't, off the top of my head, know the full count of what we are to expect here, but they already have had 2. Maybe that's the limit. Maybe we're only going to find 2. Sorry, drone guard. I'm really not in the business of saving enemies. It's a flaw I have. Let's call it a flaw. Okay, well, certainly nothing awesome over there. Next. Oh, this is going to get messy. CQB is not the strong suit of this group. Not indoor CQB, at least. A lot of our weapons are just best used outdoors. Like Hollow's doing. Alright, well, most of the people that were in the combat here are all sorts of beat up. Oh, one's trying to jump the queen. Yeah, no, that won't fly. Not in this group. Another drone guard. Yep. Another drone guard. Alright, does anyone that have robotic parts need repair? Pillar, you are nearly limbless. No, I don't think anyone needs repair. So there's only one building left. I know I'm not going extraordinarily fast clearing this, but I'm working on it. As quick as I can be safe. Okay, so one last building. Let's do one last heal. I don't really want to have anyone die when I'm just about cleared proper. Yeah, Pillar and Beep got real hurt. Alright, doing a very quick rest as fast as I can. Doing the healthy head count. Or they're close enough. Yeah, they're all close enough. Cool. And back into the last tower. this time, let's drag them out if we are able. Makes it definitely considerably easier. Yeah, if you recall, a ton of our weapons have indoor penalties, like here's a -4 indoor penalty. The bigger the weapon, it tends to have indoor penalties, so the sort of horse choppers and hold sabers don't. But if it has pole in its name, it's probably got an indoor penalty. There's a drone guard coming up from behind us. Interesting. This is... Oh, hi. Frenchie, don't do that. He just walked right in. And there were tons of them. I did not realize this episode would run so long. But, well, we're cleaning them up. We're getting close. It's a gift. It's a gift for you all, right? Right? Alright, well, let's also execute the drone guard. Okay, RK is nearly losing an arm. I think what we're going to do is just push through whatever injuries these guys have in the hopes of just clearing the last few. So who's... Okay, Rage, you're very healthy. Ouch. And then you get bashed in the head. Alright, there's only a few left. And then I can feel like I formally cleared out this, oh, shush. Formally cleared out the Skin Bandit camp. I like how easy... I'm not saying that the Southern Hive are going to be easy when I attack them as a faction, but it takes, like, 3 guys bashing on one of these Skin Bandits a considerable time in order to down them. And then that drone guard walked up, and I just, like, tapped him, and he fell over. Okay, so this is the last safe. I don't expect to find anything, but I earned my right to search it. It's also good lockpick training for a queen. What's my picking at? 60? I could be incorrect, but I think at 60 you're just able to pick everything you want. But Hella's better at it, so let's just get Hella to pop this thing open, because that took a while. Alright, yeah, just some Jites and Wakasashis. Nothing special. Let's head back to our camp over here. And then I'm going to call it a little bit longer than normal. If you have any tips, tricks, feedback for me, desires of stuff to see, questions about what I'm doing, anything of that nature, drop me a line in the comments or hop on Discord and we can discuss it. If there's any way I can make these episodes better, let me know. Hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll catch you all next time. Thanks for watching, everybody. Adios.